The dra- the dramatic reveal.
Hey man, how are
How
you?
you doing, buddy?
How are you, man?
Good. People are loving what happened last night. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
It's wild, man. Honestly, last night was super emotional. 3 weeks of hard work, and then it was kind of like this payoff, which was great. But this is kind of where the real work starts. The donations and everything going to the Canadian Red Cross. So we're gonna keep pushing it, and the overall get-go response has been amazing. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be. I guess let's go back to the beginning. Like, how did it all come together? Like, how did we get all these amazing people in one video?
It was so when Bill Withers passed away, he obviously his iconic song "Lean on Me." The messaging. I was talking with Danny, my manager, and we were just discussing the lyrics, and obviously the messaging behind the song was like so powerful, and it really resonated. Like, this is exactly what the world needs to hear right now. This is exactly what Canada needs to hear right now. So we reached out to Fifi right away, called her up because she's a good friend of mine and a good friend of Danny's as well. And she was immediately in, no hesitation. And then from there, we just started reaching out to everyone. John Levine, the producer, who's done like Alessia Cara, Drake, Dua Lipa, just to name a few, really. And then Dan Cantor, obviously, who plays guitar and used to be musical director for Justin Bieber. So yeah, once we got those guys secured, we did a reference track. So me and Fifi sang on the track to send to everybody. Once everybody had that, they kind of had an idea of what it was going to sound like, which I'm sure helped. But really cool thing happened is when I sent the song to Bryan Adams. He doesn't know who I am. Well, he does now, but he didn't, right? So I sent it to him, and he comes back on the email chain being like, "Who is this guy singing? Because he sounds incredible." And I was just like,
Dude, that's amazing.
It was wild, like, to hear that. So yeah,
Wow.
super super cool.
So did you get to see it all together before the broadcast yesterday? Did you see the complete piece, or was that the first
Yes.
time watching it?
Yeah, I saw the complete piece. I think we finished the whole thing at like 3 a.m. on Friday night.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Dude, what was your reaction? It's got to be really cool to see it all come together and see all these different voices all in one for the first time really ever.
I was so nervous during the show, like watching it. I was like, wait, because I knew we were at the last 4 minutes of the show, but for some reason I was so nervous. My palms were sweaty. I was like, my heart was going like crazy, like it is before a show, really.
Yeah.
But it was just an emotional thing, like, to have this come together, and it's a true testament of what Canada is all about, man. Just everyone coming together, being like, no egos. We're all human. Let's try to get rid of this shit, this COVID-19 stuff, and just get back to what we call normal, right?
Yeah. No, that's amazing, man. People loved it. I know people, like friends of mine, that have like already messaged me because they know we're friends, and they're like, "Tell them I've listened to this like dozens of times now."
Oh, good.
Back, and they've like re-listened again and again. It's amazing, dude. It fits together so well.
Yeah.
It's cool how, like, props to, like, who cut it together? Who did the actual editing? Do we know?
Yeah, so they're called the Young Astronauts.
Okay.
They've done a lot of stuff, like music videos and websites, and they're a creative agency, known a lot for like Bruno Mars and Niall Horan and Ariana Grande. Like, they've done some pretty cool shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they were gracious enough to lend us their time to help us out with this project. And man, like, everyone who was involved, like behind the scenes, like the lawyers even, and the label, like everybody has been so amazing. So
Yeah, it worked well. I was blown away. It fit together so well, and it was like, yeah, people got chills from it. Like, it was cool, man.
yeah, but the whole show entirely too. Like, I don't know about how you feel, but like from the get-go, the broadcast was just so solid in storytelling and like capturing the vibe of hopefulness and what's going on with COVID.
And I kind of like I'm a fan of the like like the FaceTime, Instagram live stuff. It's cool to get inside people's homes and inside people's lives and like the
Yeah,
intimacy of these videos.
yeah.
I kind of want to see some of it stick around. I think when this is done, I kind of like that where you like
It is
into
cool.
someone's house. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like it's personal. Like Rick Mercer said yesterday
yeah,
before the song came on, we've been judging people's interiors. Like
yeah.
absolutely.
I was looking. I'm like Geddy Lee's got a pretty cool little setup. Look at all.
How many guitars did you count?
Yeah,
How many guitars did you count?
yeah.
It
I'm
had to
like
be like
okay.
40 at least. Like, oh,
I'm
so
like
crazy.
the whole time I was looking in the background, like it was who was it now? Tom, I think it's Tom Cochran. I was like, oh, he's got two dogs. I'm looking for
Yeah.
the background. He's got the pictures on the wall. But so what have you been doing, man? Like, how have you been keeping busy? It's been I guess we haven't really done this in a few weeks, but
Yeah.
what you been up to?
Writing my third album, definitely like trying to write every single day. Been trying to keep up with my Polish and some Mandarin.
Nice.
Reading, I know that's a lie. I've been slacking on the reading.
Yeah.
Video games, FIFA.
Nice. Here we go. Let's we got some fan questions here that have been submitted. I mean, this one's a little biased. Let's see here. Name I don't know if you can see these questions. Name your top
Yeah.
5 talent managers in Canada from a guy named Danny that has submitted this one.
This guy's fishing. Oh my god. You guys know who Danny is. Danny Ryan is my manager. Top 5 talent managers. Danny, obviously.
I would agree with that. Danny's the man. Danny gets it done.
Danny all 5 times. There you go.
Yeah, Danny 5 times. I don't know who the other 4 would be. Let's just name. Yeah, we'll just name Danny 5 different times. And then we got yeah, okay, let's see. I saw another question too. There's a lot of people that just love you, man. There's so many people that are like, they love you.
Oh man.
It's got to be a cool feeling too, like to know that your music is being able to like maybe help people through this time. I think people can really like music is one of those things I think people can really lean on. Not no pun intended, but
pun very much intended. No, it's absolutely true, and I hope people don't forget that. When we go back to normal life,
yeah.
That in this time of self-isolation, in this time of crisis, that everybody's moving towards the arts, music, acting, movies, visual art. Like they all need to be entertained somehow, and that's because of the arts. So I hope people remember that, and not that people have been taking it for granted or stuff like that, but
yeah.
I just hope they remember that.
Yeah, no, true that. Before we go on to, we have something special planned at the end. I think I got a little quarantine rapid fire for you to really get to know what you've been doing. Okay, here we go, buddy. What is that thing that you have been eating way too much of in quarantine? What is it?
Rice.
Okay, it could be worse. It could be Oreos.
Yeah, that's true. Oh man, I haven't had an Oreo in a very, very long time.
I'll mail you some. I got too many.
Perfect.
There's a tiramisu Oreo that I picked up the other day. Wow. Let me tell you.
Okay, that sounds amazing.
I will bring. Those will be on your doorstep by tomorrow afternoon. Okay. What's the last thing you watched? Are you binging anything? What are you doing?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Nice.
The last thing I watched. I love that show. Big fan of Jake Peralta. I can't remember the Terry. Yeah, all the characters on that show.
Terry Crews.
Yeah.
What is something that you wish you had in isolation right now that you maybe don't have with you?
Food.
Food? Really? More?
Yeah. I need to go grocery shopping. Our fridge is empty, and I just haven't gotten around to getting out to the grocery store. So, yeah.
Now, if you could be isolating anywhere in the world right now, is there anywhere you would want to be? Or are you happy where you are?
I mean, I'm happy where I am, but like, I wouldn't say no to like a Greek island or Hawaii or something.
I would be with you on that, man.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a good one. What habits have you developed that probably won't go away when this is over? Any bad habits? You sleeping in too late? What's going on over there?
I feel like I'm itching for like more of a schedule. So once this is all over and I can get back to like the gym that I go to and everything, I'm looking forward to that. I feel like a bad habit is just like not leaving the house. When in reality, like I can go for a walk. Like today, actually, Actually, I got something to say. Today I went for a walk, and I was just on the main road there, just doing a lap of the neighborhood, and some guy, he's walking, he's 6 feet away still, but he's walking, and all of a sudden he turns to my direction and spits. And I'm like, I know it wasn't on purpose, but like still like it was disgusting and I hated it and I was just like thrown off. So I immediately turned around and went home. I was like, that's it for me. I'm done. Outside time is over.
Oh man, yeah, you're like, oh, you reach the end, reach the end of your sidewalk, and you're like, and back inside.
Exactly. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, it's a beautiful day.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like people aren't in the same plane as everybody. I'm like, are you not reading the news? Are you not seeing what's going on? Like,
Yeah, it's just some people just don't care. I mean, you're gonna have those, but it is what it is at this point. Yeah.
I'm at that point too. I saw somebody walk into my building, like they just bare hand touched the handle and opened it, and I was like I like froze. I was like, whoa,
Living dangerously, I
no
see.
glove.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. All right, last one. Something that you wish you did before self-isolation started that maybe you didn't do. What's something that you wish you had done?
Oof.
Because I think people have got a lot of that now. Now that they're like, kind of stuck inside, people are wishing like maybe they went and visited that person in person, or maybe they went on a trip, or maybe anything you wish you did before you got.
I mean, I like Alex and I love to travel, right?
Yeah.
So if anything, it would have been like, I don't know, somewhere hot or something. But I was in London before the whole outbreak started. They were talking about COVID, but I was in the UK, came home, and then everything just started going nuts. So I guess I did take a trip, but that was for like writing an album. I don't know, man. Like a haircut? I don't know.
Yeah, I know. You haven't done your own haircut yet, eh?
I have. Have you?
No, dude. It's like Trudeau hair. Like I like how Trudeau's hair is getting longer and the wind catches it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was so funny. His hair. Yeah.
Yeah, the slow mo.
So good.
Now, before we move on to the next thing, well, you do have one more question I saw pop up because we're talking about binging and stuff. What movies have you been watching? Have you been watching any movies lately?
Ooh, I saw a movie the other night. It was called The Invisible Man.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that?
I have not seen, but I've heard it's on the list because it's
Okay. I don't like scary movies. I'm not like let's watch a scary movie kind of guy. This was kind of scary. It was kind of scary. So I don't think I've ever screamed so loud.
I heard it. I heard it's like it gets in your head.
Yeah. There's just one particular part. I didn't like shriek, but I was like, ah, and out loud. I don't think I've ever done that in a movie before.
And we got a comment here, Tanya, at the bottom. Do you think hair salons should be essential? Do you think? Where do you stand on that? I mean, I don't know. I feel like people can go without a haircut.
I don't think they're essential. I don't think it's essential that you get a haircut at this moment in time. I mean, there are ways to fix. I mean, I'm gonna let my hair grow. I don't know about you, but I don't. Whatever. Embrace it. Everyone's doing it. Embrace it. It is what it is.
If you don't come out of this looking like Jason Momoa with the Jason Momoa hair, have you really quarantined? Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
but by the way, I should mention, when it comes down to it, I have a bowl that will fit your head if you want to borrow it.
Perfect. I have a small head, so
you could just do the straight across.
Yeah.
All right, so I thought we'd do something. I've been doing this a little bit lately with some of the guests that I've had on because this is a really cool time when we're actually connecting with people in their homes. And we're surrounded by all of our things. So I was wondering if we could maybe have a little round of show and tell. Okay, so do you have an item that you would like to show the class and maybe you can tell us?
I did. I dug into my music box and found this thing.
Okay.
So obviously, I'm human and I like to collect things, especially of like accomplishments. So I have a box with all my music things,
nice.
Badges, things. So this right here is a pen. Now, why is this significant? I don't know if you can read the pen.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sony Music. Yeah.
So this is a pen that I signed my very first deal with.
Dude, it's awesome.
And I've had it ever since. And that was back in 2012.
Wow.
Yes.
Now, did you like take that legally from the boardroom meeting that day?
Yes, it was a gift. I wasn't like, oh, see ya.
Like, that's an expensive looking pen. You're just like,
Yeah.
drop that in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, exactly.
That is so cool. Could you? I mean, it's crazy to think like back to that moment when you signed that piece of paper. What it has led to. That's
Yeah.
wow.
I usually take things day by day. Now I'm kind of like, okay, you have to plan ahead. The older you get, the wiser you get. But at that moment in time, it was just it was such a happy moment for me, and I had no idea what the future held, but I'm super happy for everyone who's ever supported me, and we weren't even friends yet when I signed that deal, and
True that. Yeah.
yeah.
I think
So.
I have the very first text message you ever sent me framed on the wall. So it's
Pixar didn't happen.
yeah. Oh yeah. I gotta just find where I put that now.
Yeah.
Well, dude, thank you so much for taking the time, buddy. And I'm glad you're staying safe and you're staying healthy. Anything you want to add before we wrap up? I know people can. I mean, you got new music on the way, but people can go back and find your new stuff now. And
Yeah, I mean, going back to what we first jumped on talking about, the Lean on Me cover is out now, and 100% of the proceeds are going to the Canadian Red Cross. So that includes money donations or just streaming or watching the song does the exact same thing. So if you guys haven't seen that, go check that out. I hope everyone's staying safe and staying comfortable and not getting on each other's nerves and eating healthy and all that stuff. Staying positive, I think, too, is very important.
well, speaking of which, Kevin just said, don't forget to send the Oreos to him. So
yes, I'll be waiting.
I'm going to get on that, buddy. Well, thank you so much, pal. And the Oreos are on the way.
Beautiful. All right, Tanner.
All right, pal. Take care.
Okay, see you, man. Talk to you. Bye.